Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pathologic. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today. Ooh, where are you looking at, sir? What's going on? Because we're talking to him.
Did you hear that? Did it come from inside the well? Or am I getting the jitters?
I don't know. He's Vlad's son. I think he's Big Vlad's son. Let's see, because Big Vlad didn't want to talk to him, didn't want us to talk to him. So let's see what we can learn about him. Lara Ravel says, why does everybody notice how hardworking it is? He works all the time. Everything he does for the family, even if his father won't admit it. Yes, he chose to study the kin instead of the intricacies of economy. And he already knows it way better than his father. He'll grow to be a better manager and a better ruler that would make do without a whip, violence, abuse, victims, and riots. Okay, because his father works on slavery. Yeah. Vlad Olgimsky, which is his father, a high stepper. Instead of settling down and helping me manage the industry, he'd rather dabble in the local fairy tales. His loafer's most refined skill, or this loafer's most refined skill, is wasting my money. He's rather quick-witted when it comes to business. I'll grant him that. All the more shame on him for casting everything on his father. And to think he took after me. Did he? I'm not really sure. You found me here, he asks. Oh well, I'm not surprised. I suppose you're not too surprised by the fact that everyone knows about you either. The rumor of your arrival spread like fire. Why have you come? I've come for some sightseeing. Well, there was a peculiar incident yesterday by the spleen. The children were playing in the mud as usual, but then suddenly they ran away from the sandbox, and the parents noticed that their hands were smothered in blood. However, none of them were wounded. Neither were any of them surprised. What's the solution to this puzzle? When the worried adults came to the place where the children had been playing, they found nothing unusual there, only sticks and stones. What do you make of it? Well, your children play peculiar games. Nice to meet a person of a skeptical mind. I am Vladislav Olgimsky, the younger one, of course. And you are, of course, Daniil Dankovsky. Yes, nice to meet you.
Katerina thinks Claire is a messenger from heaven. Yeah, right.
Claire? Did he say Claire? Huh. Bachelor, I have news for you that should prove to be of interest. You seem to be looking for the killer, right? Yes, I'm listening. I'll have to briefly explain a few things to you. Have you already been told what the termitary is? Yes, I've heard about it. Let's get to the point then. A case of pointless, aimless unrest has occurred in the hive mind's nest. The workers there are prone to lashing out from time to time like beasts frightened by a storm. They rage, they howl, they gnaw at one another. An unsightly image of a mass uprising. Well, and that's exactly what's going on there right now, isn't it? Precisely. And what are you telling me? And why are you telling me this, I ask? Riots occurred in the termitary several times before. The mob goes crazy for a few days, then they calm down just as unexpectedly. All of them at once. The sudden calm is just as void of reason. Wait a minute. The sudden calm is just as void of reason, yes, as the unrest that had set them agog previously. Having a certain experience with a kin, we simply blocked the entrance to this zoo off until the riot defeats itself. What is this kin? The kin is, well, doesn't matter. It's hard to explain. Their whole so-called society, the many-headed biology. Very well, let's get back to the subject then. We usually lock them up beforehand, he says. The evidence of an upcoming outbreak of mass lunacy becomes obvious in advance, and the termitary's father, superior, informs us of it. But Father Tychek, or Tychek, has recently passed. A curious coincidence, don't you think? Mass anarchy? Anyway, a member of the kin managed to run off into the town while we were busy taking measures. How did he die? I assume I'm talking about Father Tychek or Tychik. How should I know? A disease, most likely, or an accident or something. That's beside the subject at hand. Okay, so that's important. He is... Okay, Vlad the Younger is a suspect here. I don't think his father killed anybody, but It wouldn't surprise me that his son kind of did something to undermine his father's authority or something, and this might be part of his plan. A disease. Could be fluke or a hernia. I don't know what caused his death, and frankly speaking, I don't care. When one of these ants dies, the rest loot bits and pieces off him, burying what's left afterwards. Are you asking out of professional curiosity? Sort of. I think you and I can help each other, Doctor. You are looking for the killer, and I'm sure it is a runaway butcher. The title of a half-man suits him very nicely. The Canes claim that Simon had not been killed by a human hand, don't they? And our family doesn't need unnecessary unrest in the town. This butcher can dabble devil knows what. His mind is most likely clouded with insane ideas. So you'd rather he kept mum about what is happening inside? You are correct. They barely know how to speak, but that only makes it worse. Half men, half beasts. If they start preaching, you feel as though you've encountered a doomsayer. I need this butcher to disappear. Hand him over to the Canes, or simply kill him if the beast attacks you. The reward will be hefty. Okay, very well. I'll look into this. Where can I find him? He's most likely being harbored in a suspicious house. That's in the crude sprawl, yes. My father is a man of rather hard-handed disposition, and quick-tempered to boot. If he finds out the crude sprawl is concealing a fugitive, he will make a mess. Pointless brutality serves no one. I'm looking for peace rather than blood. I'm telling you. Well, I thought you treated native people better.
There's this thing that needs to be done.
Yes, there is. See how it all turns out? I used to keep this place secret, but all these secrets seem so childish now, he says. So what do you think about Simon's death? It is known that Simon had limited his social activity just before his departure. He only received 2 visitors. I know nothing of the first, but the second was none other than Isidore Burak. The fact that he was killed the same night makes you think, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. The Olgimskis weren't exactly delighted with Isidore, were they? You are correct. I am willing to admit it, as you can see. Were I not absolutely positive that my father is innocent, I would have never confessed to it, even though we share a mutual distaste for one another. Father needed Isidore. He was of much use to him, and that is the ultimate argument in my father's favor. Again. I think he might have something to do with it, but I don't know. So was he useful as a healer? Isidore wasn't a doctor, he was more of a herbalist. He never studied medicine. All his recipes were about plants and roots, so to speak. He was knowledgeable, true. A sorcerer, if you will, but a very different one from Simon. An earthen sorcerer. Yeah, I've never heard that Simon used to be a sorcerer before. Simon was a theurgist. Theurgist? I don't know what that is. Isidore was a witch doctor. And you think Isidore, the witch doctor, has managed to achieve the unachievable? A possible theory, but rather questionable.
We promise according to our hopes. We perform according to our fears.
Yeah, that's a good point. Also, I don't know what I said. I don't understand what that line I said was. I didn't think that was gonna lead to the end of the dialogue. So Vlad, tell me, did Isidore visit you last night? Tell me the truth, please. Isidore, yes, Isidore did pay me a visit, but don't ask what we talked about. I have no right to share that with you. That's because that would make you betray your father, isn't it? Yes, seems it's better to put the cards on the table with you. So far you're coming across as a very smart person. You've talked to my father already. What do you know? Nothing. But I'm counting on your, yes, your conscience. I'll find the whole truth out anyway, sooner rather than later. Isidore said, note that I'm merely retelling it secondhand. He said there's an epidemic in the steppe camps, an outbreak of tarbagan sickness, perhaps. The plague, that is. Father had issued an order to lock the termitary up to prevent the infection from getting in. Okay. Did you think Isidore had already been infected when he spoke with you? He was wrapped in a cloth and smelled of alcohol. He said these were preventive measures, but I still think he would have done all that just to convince me. After failing to convince my father, it was idiotic of me to fall for it. So he could have been infected already when he visited Simon? We need to warn Ruben. It's very urgent. He's about to examine Simon as soon as the period of time required by the Canes passes. But where is he? I have no idea. Okay, where is he staying? I don't know. There was a secret dissecting room in one of the warehouses, but no one knows where exactly. He used to live mostly in the steppe, sometimes sleeping in the termitary, or at Lara Ravel's shelter. But he's not there, I know that for sure. He went away to mourn his master. What would you have done if you were him? Well, I'd wait for him at the Canes. It's simple.
Katerina thinks Claire is a messenger from heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Where can I find this butcher of yours? He's most likely being harbored in a suspicious house. That's in the crude sprawl. Yes, my father... Yeah, I know. We know now where that is. Aspiti's Hospice. It's very far away. We do need to go back to Kane, though. To the Canes. Over there. Simon Kane. No, where would that be? Huh. I kind of want to go there. Okay. So I know where to go. Let's look at a mission over here. So I need to figure out the most fruitful approach. Okay, today's quest. Let's see. I'm following in Isidore's wake, certain that a trail of his footsteps will lead me to the Crucible. Okay, a cunning lot, aren't they? The other, old Gimski, does his best to avoid any mention of his household. Yes, the investigation of the double murder has introduced a few additional considerations. It is highly possible that Simon died of some unfamiliar disease. Stack Rubin, the town medic, should be warned at once. If he touches the body, he may contract whatever disease still remains there. So I need to focus on that pretty hard right now. Let's look at the other tasks. The younger Olginski exhibits a generally traditional kind of filial piety. Or is he pursuing some project of his own? One way or another, he is determined to get rid of the beast-like troublemaker. I wonder what the creature whose death has no legal consequences looks like. Indeed. Okay, let's look at the letters over here, because I think I have more. But I think these might be the days rather than the letters. No. Yeah, this is just one letter. Okay. Save the game there. And let's get out of here. Can I get anything? No? Okay. So I want to go to the Canes. I want to focus on that. I think I'm going in the right direction. Sort of. So this is the windows of this house are bricked in. So let's go over there. That's Eva Jans. Okay, that's good. So we're going that way. We're going to say hi to Eva. We might be able to see where the house of the kids is, so we can deal with that. Also, there's a way to tell the time if I click over here. It's pretty early. Also, let me see. So hunger, exhaustion is actually kind of up. Immunity. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a problem. Let's check the houses over here. Hello, lady. I hope you don't get killed. Are you a kid? I think so. Aren't you a lively gal? What shall we barter? And she has shells. Shotgun shells. Can I get some? How do I click that? What's the value of that? Price 2. So I can give her that, and I can get shotgun shells. Good stuff. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that for a very simple reason. I can't walk while looking at my inventory. For a very simple reason, I need pistol ammo, not shotgun ammo. There's a little kid over here that we haven't seen before. This one I have. Hey, little kid. Look at this thing I've got. And what is that? That is revolver ammo. Perfect. How expensive is it? One price. Amazing. Get me one, please. And press that button over there. He doesn't have more. Well, thank you very much. The other kid had something else, I'm sure, but he's gone. And I'm kind of going the right direction. We need to cross the river. Also, I need to look at the, at any, trash cans or trash bins or whatever. Hi. How's it going? Do you have... Ooh, what is that? Rifle ammo. Really? Lockpicks. It's quite expensive, though. I'm not gonna get any of that. Hey, little guy. How's it going? Do we have... Why is he upset, though? Did I ask him about why he's upset? Yeah, why long face? The war has been postponed. If it has come to this, we shall unite and hunt the Turnskin. Do you believe in Turnskins? You graduated from a university and this is your question? You think we're all total nitwits here, looking for a werewolf? Werewolves only exist in fairy tales, and a real Turnskin would make your own skin crawl. Tell me more. Do you know the Boar Mages? The Book of Steppe Legends. It explains what a Turnskin is. I think he's talking about the devil that they talk about. A Turnskin can live by your side for years, and then all of a sudden, bam, it turns. Don't be surprised. Then be surprised then that your nearest and dearest are on their way to the cemetery. But why? Because that's the Turnskin's nature. It was a man or a woman, then, bam, there's a Kagi standing before you. Death emanates from it. You get it now, you big city brainy? Yeah, more or less. Let's not really be upset with a kid for his manners. Who cares? We have a bottle of water. We have many bottles of water. That's fantastic. We can fill them up over here. Right there. Hey, little girl. Do you have... What are you so happy about? We almost got the unseen cat. Oh, yeah. Where do I find such a cat? It's a famous cat. Yeah, we heard of that. Can I exit the... Okay, let's trade. She doesn't have... I wonder if I could have exit... Oh, this guy is the one that wants... No, is he? No, thank you. My exhaustion is going up because of reasons. Hi, lady. Okay. This is the Stillwater, Eva Jan's house. And from up there, we can see the ruin. Good. Hey, Eva. Where are you? Hi. Half naked as always. Do you have any paintings? Yeah.
We sometimes differ more widely from ourselves than we do from others.
Sure. The ominous singing outside the window is gnawing at me. Who could be singing at a time like this? Tell me, Eva, what are the ruins outside your window? Is it the stairway to heaven? It's on the other side of the guzzle. This ruin is the one that's closer to the theater. It looks better from the second floor, she says. What are these ruins, I ask? They look ancient, but the construction is recent. Oh, that's an old dream of the Stamatins. They are architects, you know. They wanted to overcome the force of gravity. These ruins were a kind of an attempt to do so. They were built by the Peter Stamatin. Can you imagine? They still live here. Still haven't gone back home from to the capital. Oh, who are they? I think I heard the name. Could you please tell me? If that's not too long of a story. It'll take as long as you want it to, although one can talk about them for hours. Where should I start? They're brilliant architects. They've built something famous in the capital, that 3-storied garden of frozen springs. Does it ring a bell? The Cold Hall? Yeah, Cold Hall. I haven't seen it, but they say it's unbelievable. And it was they who have built the Polyhedron. So the Polyhedron is that tower on the side of the river, right? Yeah, the New Quarter, or the Spectacular Tower, they call it. Do you like it? How does it stand? How is it supported? I have no idea, she says. That's the mystery. Everyone says it's impossible. Yeah, crazy building. Okay.
I had a feeling you would come.
Yes. Let's see. Peter Stamatin's take on her. She came to love my creation when it was but a sketch. But people are often astonished by it. But rarely is it met with love. Even the children merely tolerate it. Loving an edifice like this demands vivid and outstanding imagination. Victor Kane says, Eva possesses some virtues that my daughter unfortunately does not. She is gentle. She is trustworthy. She wouldn't ever stoop to betrayal. Sure. She could be the soul of a focus, were she not enamored to death so bizarrely and persistently. I like that Victor says that she would never stoop to betrayal. When they mentioned that when the kid mentioned that the skin shift might be anybody, live by your side for years, that somehow reminded me of Eva. Because she's the first NPC that we meet, so yeah. Very little time has passed, but I feel hungry and exhausted again. Since you've decided to fight death, you will have to be very careful. It's September. You will be dying with every breath out of air. What does September have to do with it? The steppe is full of various herbs. They fill the air with dizzying vapors. Yep. While white whip, twire, and the swevery are dangerous in August and September, when herbs surrender their juices to the sun. People tend to get headaches this time of year. Heart sufferers lie in bed with pains. My heart aches too. How do you people live here then? Twire is a rare herb, so usually it's bearable, but this year it's unbelievably plentiful. The elderly say that this is, phenomenal. Nothing like this has ever happened before. They think it's a bad omen. Well, I don't believe that, but the air is droning. Can you feel it? Don't you feel dizzy? Yeah, the air is heavy. You need to sleep then. Sleep often. Never go hungry. Drink more water. You need to look after yourself properly. If you feel sick, forget everything else and get some rest. Otherwise, you may die of a heart attack or bleeding. Be careful, alright? Do you think the more I think and do, the faster I die? That's symbolism if I ever saw it. Let's go with that. She can't really help me right now. I kind of want to, so my infection is good, but everything else is kind of a problem. I kind of wanted to eat a little bit, but I think exhaustion is going to be the problem here for the most part. So, let's go upstairs. And it's telling me at the upper right corner of the screen, of course, that exhaustion is a problem. I could sleep a little bit. I actually kind of want to... I have no idea how to leave. Is it even possible? It might not be possible. Okay. Exhaustion is going to be a problem. Hopefully, I will be able to do my job properly. Let's save the game. Let's see if there's a ruin around here. Or not a ruin, actually, a, Hi. Haven't seen you before. Anything I can help you with? Apparently not. Huh. Okay. Let's check the houses here. Because they might be something. So we got the cathedral. How is this not openable? Oh, it's a different entrance. Might be one of these houses. Let's find out. Can't get in. I think the singing that she mentioned. Hi. I think the singing that she mentioned might have been the guys that we found out here. Somebody said that in the comments, and I really didn't understand it at the time when I saw those guys. I didn't connect it because the trickiness of this game is that the pacing of the writing is such that it's tricky to connect the dots just on the account of you get such revelations, and it's like it's taken like any other sentence, and that's the problem. It makes it a little bit weird. Very, very much unlike anything I've played before. I don't know what this is. Is this the step? Huh. Can't go in. Okay, so I got a scalpel to fight things with. Let's see how that works. Wow. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, let's get out of here. Because I am lost. I have no idea where the kids are. And this is... Is that Eva's house? That's Eva's house, okay. Hello, sir. Looking very fancy. Good morals and luck are a great help in managing the small community without resorting to violence. Personal standing can work wonders. So that was the first guy we talked to in this game. Did I open these things? I think so, but if I did, I'm turned around. I didn't. Good, I'm not turned around. Ooh, that's a weapon over there, a razor. I mean, I imagine it's a weapon. Okay, let's look at the map. Because we need to go tell the Canes, tell the doctor what's going on. Hopefully, he's still alive. I don't know if I'm gonna arrive in time. Also, probably want to sleep before anything terrible happens. But if I can't find the murderer, then I don't know what's gonna happen at the end of the day. Am I gonna die? That very well might be the case. That we just die because the murderer kills us. Or it might be infected already, for all I know. Okay, that's Cathedral. Still haven't gone in there. There's also another thing around here that we need to go to. It's a cemetery place. Somewhere around here. I didn't see it. I think it's up there to the north. So, who do I need to talk to? Let's see. The mysterious Maria. So that's Victor. Let's have a chat with Victor. He should know this. He's the boss, effectively, so. Hey. Are you around? I think he is. I think we have done the right thing here. But for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Pathologic. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Oh. Bye-bye.